Hello students, this is our first lesson in stylistics where I'm going to talk to you about the definition, scope and nature of stylistics. Students, please look at the following sentences. If you have seen, do you think any of the sentences have anything special? Anything which is out of the ordinary? I don't think so. Apart from probably the third sentence or the second sentence. You see, but if I tell you from where they have been taken, you might be slightly surprised. Let's see, from where they have been taken. The first sentence is from the classic Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. The second one is from R.S. Thomas's poem The Slave, as you see. The third sentence is from the Australian drama The Summer of the 17th Doll. And the fifth and the sixth sentences are from Indian writings, as you see, one from Ramanujan and the other from Temsula Au. If I go back once again to the first slide, then you will see again to make you understand that there is nothing extraordinary in this. But again, as you realize by now, that these are excerpts from literary pieces. Now, if they are literary, by the conventional standards and idea, we know that literary would mean something very special, something which has a very artistic bent. Now look at these lines. This is from Preludes by T.S. Eliot, as you see, and these lines are definitely, I think you will accept, these are very artistic lines, differently written, moved by the fancies that are curled and images and cling. And then ultimately the notion of infinitely gentle and infinitely suffering thing. Now, looking at these lines, I think students, you understand that this is probably your traditional idea of something which is literary. Now, why am I saying all this? Because you see, I am trying to make you understand that literature, as well as, if I might be permitted to say, non-literature, that means outside literature also, artists and authors, they employ a sort of a special kind of writing, their choice, what we call as style. Now, if I say style is a choice, then what is again stylistics? Then stylistics, if we see further, will be, look at it this way, then it is a combination of two words, a style and linguistics. Now, you might now ask that, again, style is okay, literature, why suddenly linguistics? Now, you see, a style or the choice of words, the artistic choice of words in literature which the author employs, is something which again is a very emotional issue. And linguistics is something which is very scientific. Most of you have done linguistics, I guess so. Linguistics, as we say, is a sort of a science of English. Then, if we put together style and linguistics, then in order to understand, I might say so, that stylistics in a way is in order to understand the style or the choice of words or the choice of language of a particular author, we apply certain linguistic parameters. Okay? And by application of these linguistic parameters, we try to understand what kind of choice the author is making. Then in a way, you see, and what are these again linguistic parameters? You see, we can think it at the level of, say, language, the first level, say, at the level of sounds, at the level of words, at the level of sentences, even at the level of paragraph making or meaning making, what kind of choice is the author or the poet exercising in expressing his thoughts, which makes his literature or her literature so special. Okay? Then, in one words or in other words, you can say that, as you see in the slide, that stylistics is a systematic study of style. And as you see, Fab's definition, stylistics is the style, whereas linguistics is the study of the linguistic form, and the combination of these two make what we say as stylistics. Okay? We have already therefore discussed, that stylistics is the study of the choice that the author makes. Now, when we say choice that the author makes, we also mean to say that language offers a corpora of details. Language offers a lot of codes from where you see the author selects. The author selects and combines in his or her own way. Okay? We try to study in stylistics this style of the author, as I have already said to you, by applying the linguistic parameters. To repeat to you, linguistic parameters would mean at the level starting from the sounds to the level of meaning. We can apply, as I already told you again, stylistics for the understanding of both literary and non-literary texts. Now, going into the next idea is that then what is the scope of stylistics? For that, first, what is style? Now, by style, we do not only mean the individual author style. We can also mean, as you see, a style of a particular literary period, style of, say, the period of Romantic revival in British literary history. Okay. We can also mean the style of the neoclassical period. But you see, as we see in this slide C, style could also mean the style of a particular school, like say the metaphysical school, which again used conceits, very unusual comparisons. Okay, style could also mean other kinds of schools, like the graveyard school, which wrote very solemn kinds of poems. And as you understand, definitely style is the style of a particular author, like Shakespeare's style, like Milton's style, like Bacon's style. Then, if it is so, then if we are to therefore understand what is stylistics, there are few things to therefore remember. One is that stylistics is systematic study by application of linguistic principles. The other is that what is style? Style is therefore, it could be the style of individual author, style of a particular period, or the style of several schools. And this particular lesson, aims at making you apply your understanding, objective understanding, in understanding the particular style that the author has employed. Thank you.